Today, I'd like to talk with you about a subject that many women your age, and indeed, women of all ages, rarely feel comfortable discussing openly, but one that is incredibly important for your health, your confidence, and, yes, your pleasure. Let me begin with a question. When was the last time you allowed yourself to feel your own body's touch without guilt or hesitation? For many women past 60, when I ask this question in my clinic, the answer isn't easy for them to give. Some say,
Oh, I don't do that anymore, doctor. That was for when I was young.
others laugh nervously, deflect, and say,
I thought it was wrong growing up. I can't imagine starting now.
and then there are those who look down and whisper,
I tried once and it was so uncomfortable I just gave up.
I want to tell you this. You are not broken. Your body is not behind you. And intimacy with yourself, something as simple and natural as masturbation, is not only normal, it is profoundly beneficial for women over 60. Before we start, please leave a comment with your age and country. Knowing this helps me create more valuable and relevant content for you in the future. The silent years of shame. Let's face it, many of you grew up in decades where women's sexuality was rarely discussed. If it was often only framed in terms of marriage, duty, childbearing, or worse, sin and shame. Masturbation for women was barely acknowledged. And if it was whispered about, judged, or hidden away. But silence does harm. Silence makes you believe there's something wrong with desiring closeness, to yourself or to another. And after menopause, when your hormones shift, society tells you,
Stop. That part of your life is finished.
but science tells us something very different. Your body still has the capacity and the yearning for touch, for stimulation, and for pleasure. In fact, nurturing intimacy with yourself becomes even more valuable as you age. What happens in the body after 60? Now let's talk biology, because knowledge is power. After menopause, estrogen production drops significantly. This has several consequences for your body. First, the lining of the vagina becomes thinner and less elastic. Doctors call this vaginal atrophy. Without estrogen support, those tissues don't stay as plump as before. Second, natural lubrication decreases. And while you may still feel desire, the body often responds with less lubrication, which can make the experience uncomfortable. Third, blood flow to the genital area decreases with age. Less circulation means less swelling of tissue, and sometimes reduced sensitivity. And fourth, pelvic floor muscles, the muscles that once supported childbirth, and your core strength may become weaker. That can affect bladder control, vaginal tone, and how pleasure is experienced. Now here's the hopeful part. Sexual activity, including masturbation, helps counteract all of these changes. When you allow yourself to become aroused, blood rushes to your genitals, increasing elasticity and sensation. Lubrication improves. The muscles of your pelvic floor contract and strengthen. And your brain? It rewards you with endorphins, oxytocin, serotonin, chemicals that ease pain, brighten your mood, and calm stress. In other words, masturbation is not just about orgasm. It is, in many ways, like physical therapy, a form of ongoing self-care that maintains the health of your tissues, your muscles, and your mind. The common mistakes women over 60 make. But here's where many women struggle. Over the years, listening to my patients, I've observed a series of common mistakes that stop them from experiencing both comfort and pleasure. Mistake number 1, skipping lubrication. Too many women expect their body to respond just like it did at age 25. They try to engage without help, and then they feel stinging, pain, or even small tears. What happens next? They avoid it again because the memory is unpleasant. The solution? Use lubricant. And I mean good quality, water-based or silicone-based lubricants. This is not weakness, it's wisdom. Think of it the way we think of wearing glasses or using moisturizer. It supports your body where it needs support. Mistake number 2, rushing. Your body takes more time to warm up. Perhaps it's 10, 15, even 20 minutes before your body feels ready. That's not failure, that's biology. But what do most women do? They give up too early, saying it's not working anymore. But arousal is like cooking a stew, not microwaving a snack. It takes patience. Light candles. Play soothing music. Allow yourself full permission to linger. Mistake number 3, ignoring the clitoris. Here is one of the biggest misconceptions. That vaginal penetration is the definition of sex or climax. The truth is this. Penetration alone, for most women, is not enough. The clitoris, with its 8,000 nerve endings, is your most powerful pleasure center. And here's the great news. It does not age the way estrogen-dependent tissues do. It remains highly responsive for your entire life. Do not forget it. Focus on it. Surround it. Stimulate it gently, with variation. Mistake number 4. Repeating the same old technique for decades. Many women discover one way that worked in their 20s or 30s, and they stick stubbornly to it. But the body changes. What once felt thrilling may now feel dull. Your erogenous zones may expand or shift. Perhaps now your inner thighs respond more, or slower movements feel more intense. The solution is curiosity. Try different strokes. Try massagers. Explore new erogenous zones. Mistake number 5, holding on to shame. Decades of moral or cultural programming can turn every attempt into guilt. And guilt is the fastest route to shutting down arousal. If every touch is followed by, "I shouldn't do this," the brain mixes pleasure with punishment. It's time to rewrite that script. Masturbation is not harmful. It does not ruin you. It does not make you abnormal. On the contrary, it honors your body. The health benefits of self-pleasure. Let's pause and focus on what regular masturbation actually gives you. 1. Improved vaginal health through better blood circulation. 2. Reduced risk of painful atrophy by keeping tissues flexible. 3. Pain relief. Endorphins help ease arthritis aches and muscle pains. 4. Better sleep. After orgasm, you get a wave of oxytocin and relaxation. 5. Stress regulation. Arousal helps balance cortisol, reducing anxiety. 6. Confidence and self-assurance. It reconnects you to your womanhood beyond culture's judgments. Aging without pleasure is not noble, it's needless. Practical guidance. How to reclaim pleasure safely. Now, I'd like to talk about practical steps, because it's one thing to know the why, and another to know how. Step 1. Choose your environment. Make sure you have privacy, safety, and time. This should not feel rushed. Step 2. Mood matters. Think of it as preparing for a spa session. Lighting, music, or even a fragrant lotion can make the experience feel nurturing rather than mechanical. Step 3. Relax your body first. Try stretching gently, taking a warm shower, loosening your muscles. Stress contracts, relaxation opens. Step 4. If your joints ache, choose positions that ease pressure. Sit in a comfortable chair or recline with cushions. There's no rule that says you must lie flat. Step 5. Consider external tools. Vibrators are not replacements for real intimacy. They are facilitators, especially when arthritis or limited dexterity makes certain movements difficult. Ergonomic devices can help. Step 6. Listen closely to your body. The goal is comfort first, pleasure second. No pain, no judgment, no rush. Moving beyond the taboo. Now, some of you still feel resistance. You may ask,
Should I really be doing this at my age?
and my response is, why not? Your heart is still beating. Your brain is still thinking. Your breath is still in your lungs. Pleasure is not given an expiration date. I have a patient, Patricia, 72 years old, who once told me she thought intimacy ended decades ago.
Dr. Bennett, I thought I had closed that door forever.
But with gentle encouragement, she tried again. Slowly, carefully, using lubrication, learning to breathe through the fear. Months later, she returned with a smile.
For the first time in years, I felt alive again.
That sense of being alive isn't vanity. It's vitality. Final thoughts. Your right to pleasure. So, my dear listeners, let me leave you with this. Masturbation is not a dirty word. It's not a teenage experiment. It's a practice of health and wellness, a celebration of survival, and an offering to your own body for all it has carried you through. Stop skipping lubrication. Stop rushing. Stop ignoring your anatomy. Stop repeating old routines without curiosity. And most of all, stop holding on to shame. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are not broken. Now, I want you to remember, self-touch after 60 is not about stubbornly holding on to youth. It is about embracing maturity. It is about reconnecting with your body, not in spite of age, but because of it. Start tonight, start tomorrow, start gently whenever you're ready. Your body still remembers how to respond, and your mind deserves the gift of joy. Pleasure can, and should, be yours. At 60, at 70, and beyond. Thank you for your courage in joining me. And remember, the best years of intimacy are not behind you. They are the ones you choose to create right now.